this does is, even as you face trials and tribulations, fulfilling this mission, there is something on your inside that gives you the inner push to keep on moving. And that is the place when people become intentional. That. And nothing holds them back. Not even distraction or what people say. They keep focus. They keep focus. I was reading about the apartheid in South Africa. And the man, Nelson Mandela, who many of us celebrate today. And I said, he is not just celebrated because his name is Nelson Mandela. He paid the price. A man who saw injustice in his country and saw how the blacks were being treated. Couldn't stand that and rose to the place and said, no, this cannot be. According to the story, he was being arrested. He was tried. And he was being sentenced. And it says he spent 27 years. I'm not telling you months. I'm not telling you days. I'm not telling you weeks. But 27 years in prison. And whilst he was in prison, they offered him lesser prison time. Yet he refused to compromise. Why? Because he had a mission. And this is one thing that happens, saints of God. When you arrive at the place and understand that the vision or the mission is bigger than you, it doesn't matter the little things that people say to you. Mandela understood. Yeah, I was spent 27 years. But nations tomorrow will have something to remember and to point to. That a man once in their lifetime stood the test of time because he saw injustice. So he endured the time and did not compromise. Came out of prison and was still vocal. Joined the ANC. And became the first black president of South Africa in 1994, saints of God. And guess what? In the history of South Africa, that was the first time that the country was united like nothing else that anyone has ever seen in their lifetime. And I'm saying to myself, this man, 27 years, he came out of that. He's not seeking revenge. He's about unifying people. 27 years, he's not going after people, but bringing them together